Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, September 24th, 2013. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 106, coming to you on a Tuesday. So if you look out the window and the sky is falling, as long as you stay inside, you should be good. Anyway, wanted to thank everybody for making me feel missed and welcoming me back. It was nice to see several comments, so thank you. And I did get a comment from someone, and I'm sorry, I should have written your name down so I would know, but I had someone ask if I do my socks on double pointed needles. Yes, I do. Me and the magic loop, we do not get along too well together, so I tend to do anything in the round on a pair of double pointed needles if I can get away with it. I will check for links for you. My very first pair of socks actually was done using worsted weight yarn, so I will try and locate the link to that pattern, as well as the socks on a plain pattern are a pair of toe-up socks, but you do not have to do the cabling. You can actually just make a plain sock if the cabling is kind of not something you want to give a go yet. But I will see what I can find, as well as look on YouTube. My best suggestion to you is check on YouTube. I cannot remember who it is. I will try and shoot the link to you if I find it. But there is someone who actually does a tutorial from start to finish for a pair of cuff down socks. That's great for beginners, so you might want to check there as well. So I'll see what I can find for you and get those as soon as I can. So, on with Crafty. What's going on? Well, first off, I would like to introduce everyone to the newest member of my snowman family. This is Flurri. Flurri is the newest member. I just recently completed Miss Flurri. Her hat comes off, her scarf comes off as well, but I kind of like her with it on. She was really pretty simple to do. Of course, I did change the way the arms were finished and put on the body, and I forgot to put buttons on her, but that's quite alright. Miss Flurri doesn't mind. So that's Miss Flurri. I did use buttons or beads for her eyes, and I did a little French knot for her nose and a couple stitches for her mouth. So there's Miss Flurri. So she's first up in line. Next up, I was talking to Miss Erin, Gimme Yarn 418, and she informed me that she had pre-ordered the newest Rebecca Danger book called 50 Yards of Fun. And basically, it's a book where you use approximately 50 yards to make any of the creatures that are in there. And of course, my daughter, being a sweetheart, pre-ordered it for me. Unfortunately, the release date is pushed up to October, but we did find that you can purchase it as a Ravelry download, so we opted to go that way. It cost us not even $1 more to do that, which is fine. So I now have it, and since she was a sweetheart and decided that she was going to be nice and order it for me and purchase it for me, actually, I decided the first critter I was going to make was going to be for her. There's this little bug flying around. I'm going to smack it when sorry. So I would like to introduce everyone to Marco. Marco is the first critter made with the new book, and Marco is a unicorn, as you can see. He is a rainbow unicorn because he has every different color of the rainbow incorporated somewhere in him. So really cool. The purpose is there's, I think, 4 or 5 different basic body shapes, and then you can embellish them however you want. You do have, like, this is a specific pattern. There are others that are specific patterns, but you can mix and match however you want. So this is the first one, and you actually work right off the piece for like ears and the horn and the legs. The only parts that I did not work right off the main body for were the legs. I did the ears and the horn, but decided to do the legs separately and then attach them after. So there is Marco. Yay, Marco. And next up is another one of Rebecca Danger's monsters. It's using the Penelope pattern. It's also available on Ravelry. I would like to introduce everyone to Vanelope Vee Shweetz. Vanelope is made using Deborah Norville yarn for the body, and then Bernat Waverly for the arms, legs, ears, and bottom and the eyepiece. And she is oh so soft and squishy. And when I make my monsters, I tend not to overstuff them. I like to just fill out the fabric and leave it at that because I like them to be like super squishy. So that is Vanelope Vee Shweetz, and she's so soft and cuddly. So, and speaking of monsters, right now I am involved in a new group on Facebook. It's called Monster Mash. Our very own Erin Gimme Yarn 418 was joking around because a couple of us are making monsters, and she said, "Oh, wouldn't it be fun to do a Monster Mash group?" So it's basically just a fun group. It's nothing more than making monsters, posting pictures, and having a lot of fun with it. So, of course, yours truly is involved, especially when it comes to monsters, because I love me some monsters. So, and I also have a challenge. Miss Jen commented on my video last week, and I commented back, and she told me of my next challenge for a monster. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I am going to do my best, though, to try and create that monster. So you may not see it for a while, but I'll give it a shot. So next up, enough with the snowmen and monsters. I showed you last week a sample piece of a double knit project, and I went looking before I even did that one and found a pattern that I liked, and I decided I'd give it a shot. So here's my next double knit project. It is this Snowflake Potholder. Really cool. That's the one side. That's the reverse side. It's a little tricky because I'm looking at a piece of graph paper and I'm trying to make sure to get all the stitches where they belong. I did on a couple occasions have to actually back up and because I miscounted or what have you. But there it is. I think it's really cool. And when all was said and done, I just went around the edge with a single crochet alternating the two colors to keep in with the blue and white theme. But I think it's really cool. I like it. Makes a nice thick piece of fabric. Great for pot holders. Excuse me. So, yeah. There it is. So, next up is something that you'll have to excuse all the little ends in advance, but someone had posted in one of the pages that I like on Facebook. It is what is called a tartan pattern dishcloth. And it's really neat, so I decided I had to just give it a go with a little practice piece. I'm trying to get some of these ends to get out of the way. But this is it. Really, really cool. I love the way that looks. It's very simple, actually. It looks a little complicated. It is actually very simple. It's just double crochets, and after so many groups of double crochet, you chain one, skip one, and work one, chain one, skip one, and do another group of double crochet. And then when you've got the piece as big as you want it, as you can see, you have a group of your main color and then one single row of each of your alternate colors. And then you just go back, and this is nothing more than starting at the bottom here and slip stitching in where you've skipped your stitches. Really simple, really cool. I will definitely put a link to that as well as everything else in the description. So, other than that, I don't want this video to get long and lengthy and everybody be sleeping by the time I'm done. So, I'm going to call it quits. So I look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. For me, I'm out of here to go decide what monster I'm going to make. And for you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one. And I will see you all next week. Bye.